Hello everyone and welcome to the 2.1 stream recap. My name is Braxophone and today I'll be telling you guys about Floating World Under the Moonlight. This is all streamed live at twitch.tv/Braxophone and you should definitely go follow if you want to go see live Genshin content and character testing. Without further ado, let's get right into the recap. There are 3 new characters, Raiden, Sarah, and Kokomi. Sarah is going to be on Raiden's banner and Raiden's banner will come first. Raiden is an electro polearm user who has a stance change. She looks like a support unit with extremely high damage potential. Her character skill is like Fischl's Oz except it's based on your character's attacks. It's going to hit close to once a second with a coordinated attack and deal electro damage. Ultimately, it's probably budget Beidou, because Beidou is really hard to beat out in terms of damage, but the electro application is really nice. And for her burst, she pulls out a katana, and all damage done in sword stance counts as elemental burst damage. So that means that 4-piece Emblem of Severed Fate will be her best in slot, especially since she gets bonus electro damage for energy recharge. In addition to that, she also buffs friendly elemental burst, so she may be seen in damage showcases in the future, but overall she seems like a really solid unit. Moving on now to Sarah, she is an electro bow user, and her attack animations are pretty neat. They really exemplify her personality. Sarah Burst sends out 4 lightning hits that travel and hit enemies on the way in a plus symbol. Her elemental skill gives enemies a crow feather debuff that once activated by her will serve as a sort of mini Bennett buff where it's going to buff your attack. And finally moving on to Kokomi. Kokomi is Hydro Barbara. She has a jellyfish summon that does hydro damage over time and heals passively, so she's going to have decent off-field hydro application, and her elemental burst lets her walk on water and increases her damage output. There will also be weapons for Raiden and Kokomi called Engulfing Lightning for the polearm and Everlasting Moonglow for the catalyst that follow the same aesthetic as Thundering Pulse and Mist Splitter. Additionally, there's going to be 2 major islands added, Watatsumi Island and Seirai Island. Watatsumi is an island where Kokomi's clan originates from, and it looks sort of like an ocean fantasy setting. It's really cool. It also has the new Hydro Hypostasis boss. Seirai Island is covered in thunderstorms and features the new Electro boss, the Thunder Manifestation, which acts like the special event Oceanid from a while back if you remember that. In addition to the new islands and mini bosses, there will be new enemies that act as floating slimes, though we don't know too much about their origins yet. I just know that having a ranged character is going to be pretty helpful. There will also be multiple events in 2.1, including the Genshin Anniversary, which will give out 10 intertwined fates, free-to-play players rejoice, and a Kaching and Xiangling related event that'll be based around food, but not the delivery event, so don't worry too much. This takes place during the Moonchase Festival, which is an important leeway festival, and it'll give you a lot of opportunities to earn tons of rewards through treasure hunting and other things. There's also a new event called Hyakunin Iki, which is a fighting event based around teams of 2 and quick swaps and buffs. It's going to be a lot of fun to build teams for that. Additionally, there's one last event that's fishing related, and all of these are going to give Primo Gems. With the new fishing event comes a new mechanic that's actually going to be permanent in the game, which is going to be fishing. Fishing in Genshin is similar to Stardew Valley and will be used to get materials and collectibles for the teapot. You'll be able to raise your fish in the teapot and ultimately flex on your friends, which is a ton of fun, and complete your fish decks, which isn't really a thing, but I'm sure people are going to keep track of it anyways. There will be 2 event weapons. One is a polearm called the Catch, and one is a 2-handed sword called Luxurious Sea Lord. You'll be able to get both as a free-to-play, and they're potentially really strong weapons, so definitely don't miss out. In addition to the intertwined fates, we're also getting a reset on first-time bonuses from the shop, so if you're a dolphin or a whale, you'll be able to get a ton of bonus Genesis crystals for buying again. Spenders rejoice, this is what we've been waiting for. Finally, gems kind of worth our money, but still not as much as Welkin Moon. To wrap up the awesome patch 2.1, we're going to have a new world boss in the form of La Signora. She looks tough, and I'm really excited to fight her. She's going to have new boss drops, which is cool. She'll be available at the end of the new 2.1 story quests that are releasing with the patch, and alongside character story quests for Raiden in the first half and Kokomi in the second half of the patch. That about wraps up the entire 2.1 dev stream, but if I missed anything, make sure to let me know in the comments and I'll heart it so that way everyone can see it. If you've enjoyed watching, make sure to like and subscribe, and make sure to follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Braxophone. We're incredibly close to partnership, and I'd love to get your support. This has been the 2.1 stream recap, and I will see you guys later. Also, this guy comes back.